What is going on, everyone? Welcome to week 8 of the LTC. I'm just importing my team in the calc, and I'll show you it in a second. We're going up against DeviousDitto. I don't know how soon he's going to challenge me, but we'll find out. Oh, I think he just challenged me. So I'll show you DeviousDitto's team really quick. We lost last week because I was an idiot and made like the worst play ever, but that's okay. Things happen sometimes. We are going in with the most offensive team I've ever brought this season against Jake. I wanted to bring something more defensive, but his team is so scary with things like Seismitoad and Flareon and Venomoth that I sort of needed to be offensive as well. He had a lot of breakers that broke my defense, so it was pretty difficult to do that. We got a Dragon Dance Tyrantrum, a Safety Goggles Swanna that's meant to switch into Venomoth, as well as a Spike Stacking Aselgor to break things like Focus Ashes, a Choice Scarf Torracat, Torracat's debut, which is perfect, speed ties +1 Venomoth, a Choice Banded Floatzel, and a EV Light Pawniard. So bringing 2 of our tier 5s this week. Let's see how it goes. He has a few Intimidate users, which is why I'm bringing the Pawniard. And that is fine. Did I show you his team? Yeah, I did. Okay, so I imported the calc. That's fine. Top 10 Pokemon I used in draft. Well, you get to see some of them. That wasn't going to be a video. I was just going to show someone else, which is why I did that. Okay, against DeviousDitto. There we go. Except we are good. Good times. Good luck. Have fun. There is a Diggersby. Diggersby is freaking... What's the word for it? Diggersby is... No, Venomoth. Jesus fucking Christ. Diggersby is... I can't even remember the word. No Dugtrio either. Whew. I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying right now. Diggersby is not huge power. Is the restriction. Okay, so clearly we both want to be spike stacking presumably, but I'm just gonna lead Pawniard. I'm just gonna lead Pawniard straight up. If he goes Diggersby, I'm just gonna go hard Aselgor probably. I am like really defensive, so it doesn't bother me too much. I can start spike stacking on that. It also doesn't have a grounded poison type, so toxic spikes is going to hurt him. Just 1 layer is going to be great. That's going to be good. Once again, we are going offensively. I'm leading with Pawniard on the off chance that he leads with Mawile, which I think is a relatively possible situation. So that's good. That's good. We're just going to lead Pawniard. He could lead Seismitoad as well, but Seismitoad once again is a great invitation for freaking Aselgor in my opinion. Seismitoad is going to be difficult to break though. We are going to want to get that T-Spike up to start chipping it and sort of just breaking it with what we have. So he does lead the Mawile, so this is absolutely perfect for us, and he does intimidate us and gives us a +1. So that's absolutely perfect right here, as he does have the air balloon, but that's absolutely okay. Now I should always outspeed this thing, and I don't think he has great switch-ins in all truthfulness. So I'm actually going to have to choose between whether I want to Iron Head or just knock off, and I think I actually just want to knock off in all truthfulness, because I don't think he's going to stay in here, and if he does, there's nothing he can do to kill me, so I'm just going to go straight up for the knockoff. Anything he wants to bring in is going to hurt, and if he brings in Seismitoad here, imagine if he brings Seismitoad in here, it's going to take pretty big fucking damage. So knockoff is good, and if he stays in and attacks me, I should be able to take anything because I'm a Violate. I don't think he'll be a fighting type move. That would be really strange against my team. He does have Air Balloon though, which is very interesting. That's something he also doesn't want to lose because Tyrantrum. So we are going to knock here. I don't know what he wants to switch in. I have no idea. So we'll find out. Could switch in, I think Diggersby might be his option. I'm not sure. He goes Seismitoad like we said. Knockoff does 45. So we do get rid of its leftovers, which is perfect. Fine by me. I don't want to stay in here. He has no Venomoth, so Swan is going to be a lot more expendable in this situation, but I also decide whether or not I want to go into Aselgor, and I actually like the idea of going to Aselgor and just getting up my sort of hazards right here. Earth Power is going to be doing absolutely nothing, and I will be able to get off 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, and this is going to be huge for the Diggersby, the Drampa, all of these things. So he does go Mawile, which is fine. I'm going to U-turn, break this balloon, and then go into Torracat. He's getting to a point where, he doesn't have great switch-ins to Scarf Torracat. So we are going to U-turn here, break this balloon. If he switches out again, then we're going to get momentum. So I'm absolutely okay with this. We do break the balloon, get a crit. And now I'm going to go into James Franco. Oh, we don't have Intimidate. Ooh, I'm an idiot. Okay. That's fine, though. I'm totally okay with just, like, baiting out the Drampa to force it to, like, take damage. He does go for Seismic Toss, which is an interesting play. I am just going to go for a Flare Blitz. I don't really care if he switches in Seismitoad. I'm pretty sure 2 Flare Blitz into the Seismitoad will kill. I don't necessarily know if 2 Flare Blitz into Drampa will kill. I seriously doubt it. But it will be, you know, significant damage. He does go the Diggersby, actually, which is relatively interesting. I will definitely be able to a KO this thing, which is perfect. And I will actually get in Blaze range as well, which is really cool. This is a lot of damage. I almost want to go a Selgor, and I think I'm actually going to do that. I think he's likely to try and set up or, you know, do other things, and I think ultimately a Selgor is actually a really, really good switch here. I don't think there's anything, you know, Diggersby necessarily can do to me except set up, like, his own layer of spikes, which is fine. I'm going to, you know, start setting up my own spikes as well. I think I only really need 1 layer of poison. I'm not going to deal with 2. I think getting 1 spike up is a little bit more of a priority. So we're going to do that. You know, like I said, I could preserve Torcat, but I actually want to, you know, start, you know, going for things like U-turn. Maybe Flare Blitz was a little bit too early, as he is going to go for the quick attack here, which is going to do nothing. We are going to go for another layer of spikes, which is cool. I'm really not sure what he wants to switch in here. He could just go Mawile again, which would be fine, but he actually just goes for return, which does 52. I have a choice. I could recover. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to recover, as he does quick attack and it does not do the sufficient amount of damage. So that is cool. We are up to a very reasonable amount of health with our Selgor. So that's cool. Really not sure what he's going to go into here. If he goes into... I have no idea. I outspeed everything. So he's going to take 12% there, and I'm just going to go for a... Man, I could really just go for another layer of spikes here. I think I'm just going to do it. Because if he's just Seismic Toss, I want to get my spikes up. So he is going to go for Knockoff. It's going to get rid of my leftovers. Now, I 100% can take any other hit that I want to go for, so I will go for spikes again. As he probably will get his rocks up, but I don't really care at this point. So that's fine. He will go for Seismic Toss, and I will be able to recover, which is cool. If he goes for rocks, doesn't scare me too much. He is going to go for Toxic, so that's fine. I'm going to go for U-turn. Just get some damage off. This is going to be really nice. So I will go for U-turn here. Team's looking pretty well. Nice in offense. So I'm a pretty big fan of that. We're going to go into Swanna. Like I said, doesn't really scare me anymore. And I think I'm just going to go for... Party wants to Roost, but I don't necessarily know about that. I think I'm just going to go for Scald. If he switches into Seismitoad, so be it. Does 41% as Knockoff does 29. That's fine. I'm going to go for Roost, as he does go Chimecho, which is a pretty interesting switch. I think I'm going to make my immediate switch right into... This is scary, but I think I'm going to go into Poniard here. If he starts going for things like, oh, he has Defog, okay, that's fine. But now we have this +2 attack, which is great, and I can just go for a knockoff and absolutely nuke something. So this is cool. I figured Defog was an option, which is why I sort of built this thing to always switch in Chimecho, but, you know, something's dying here. Something's definitely dying here. Potentially Seismitoad doesn't die, but, like, I think it will. So there's a chance we don't outspeed this thing, but I seriously don't think, like, HP fighting will be killing me. So we are going to go for the knockoff here, and I think I'm actually just going to try and go for a Sucker Punch as well. I know that it's not super great, but I think I'm going to do that. Yep, it works. So we'll go for a Sucker Punch with Poniard. That's going to work out absolutely perfectly, and now I honestly have no clue what he does. I have no fucking idea. I could, you know, get really lucky here and just sweep with Poniard. I actually think it's quite a possibility. I don't think that I take any Drampa hit that is a flamethrower, but I might. If it's Spax Fire Blast, absolutely bodies me. I think if it's anything, it absolutely bodies me. Yeah. So I have a couple options. I could just go Swanna, but I think I'm just better off going for knockoff here. Just getting damage off is going to be really cool, and it, you know, gets almost there. So there's the Pon Berry, does get the special attack drop, and he does go for Vix Blast and absolutely destroys my face. So that's cool. The next question is, do I go? I think I just free Torracat here and free U-turn. So we're going to do that. We're going to go for a U-turn on whatever he wants to switch in. If he goes for Chimecho, we'll get that damage off, but I think he's just going to sack this here. I think that's a better play of his. So we all finally get a kill with Torcat, which is cool. And now I feel pretty comfortable going into, honestly, Speed Pickle, potentially, by chance. But also, potentially, Floatzel is another option. So, I think, Tyrantrum's another possibility, but I actually think that a Selger is going to be good just to keep up sort of the U-turning momentum. So he does go Mawile here, which is fine. Part of me wants to recover, in all truthfulness, because I know this thing can't do anything. But also part of me wants to get up a T-Spike that gets Gourgeist in range, and I think I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to go for a T-Spike here as he goes for the Seismic Toss. It's going to not put me in range, and I'm going to go for a U-turn here, which is great. If he has Sucker, he has Sucker, but I'm not too concerned. Not absurdly concerned. I'm just going to go for Tyrantrum here. So he will go for the Seismic Toss. So that's cool. I believe we can take one of anything, and I think we should just win here with Tyrantrum after the Dragon Dance. So I will go for the Dragon Dance here, and then I'm just going to go for the Z Outrage to guarantee kill this Trimeco. We're going to see how much damage it does, but yeah, this game is basically wrapped up because even if he goes Gourgeist and I miss my Head Smash, I think we're okay. So he does go Mawile, gets rid of my Intimidate. I'm going to go for Earthquake here. I have to consider whether I want to preserve Differential. I'm not necessarily sure. Part of me does want to go Swanna and start roosting, but it's probably not that worth. Might be, I'm not necessarily sure. I'm definitely gonna try and Head Smash. But we'll see. But yeah, this game's done. 5-0 would be great. Wouldn't mind it, especially coming off of a loss. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Finds my Dragonium. We are going to go for a Head Smash here. If we miss, we miss, so be it. But we're going to give it a shot. See how it goes. Pawniard did some work this game. I fucking love it. He goes for Seed Bomb, so Outrage should be finishing off this game. So good game to Jake. Very well played. I found it fun. Very cool for Torcat to get a debut, and very cool for Pawniard to show its scariness with Defog and with Defiant. Very Defiant heavy game. And finally, Torcat's here. Didn't do too much, but it did get momentum, and it did get a significant amount of damage on Diggersby, which is, all I could have asked for, and put me in a situation where I could have spike stacked him and got the defog, and it was all a good time. So thank you for watching. That is 7-1 now. I don't know what our differential is, but it's pretty high. Pretty cool. So I will see you all later.